Eller your. Your. Ah, okay. I will be right back.
There are some people still stuck on the mountain, apparently. Who need some help.
On that mountain where we fought Calden.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Very fun.
Do you know who?
I don't know who. You could run and catch Orvar at best. He said he was going to help Sanga with it. I'm assuming she asked him. Is one of you a farmer by any chance? Or cook?
Torleif is a farmer, Emir is a cook.
Darn.
They should be here soon, though. Why?
I have 11 bees on my person because Orvar gave me his 8 bees to put up, and 3 of our bees were taken down by a very dreadful wraith, or perhaps a neck, last night, so from behind the tavern. So I was hoping to build. You know how I have my bees on top of my workshop? I was hoping to build another bee sanctuary, either in a tree or on top of the tavern. But of course, can't put down any bees without the helpful guidance of a farmer.
You can let
or
it be. Well,
wow, really, you were.
Oh, well, that'll
I'm
work out
not here
just
to
fine, and I'm going to
behave.
ignore that pun. Oh,
Quit it!
wow, he's going to... Ragnar, kick your man's behind.
And I thought they say that Germanic people have bad humor.
Who has... Well, yeah. I can get that. Come on in, let's go to the tavern.
Question. Can I borrow 5 copper bars?
Answer, yeah. Hang on.
Can I borrow all the silver? Question mark.
Oh,
Well, someone's being greedy.
We'll talk when you change your hair. I love you dearly, little sister, but oof, copycats. Oh,
Yeah,
copper?
that will cause some confusion on the funeral for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Backpack.
Here we go.
I can
Oh, a backpack. I guess I should wait for Ivar. He'll be upset. Alright, I'm lending you these 5 copper bars.
Right, would you mind if I set up a pair of scissors in the tavern?
I don't see that in the menu.
A pair of scissors?
In the table?
Yes.
For hair changing?
Yes.
Oh, can you do it here? I don't want to get hair all over the tavern floor.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It would be pretty nasty.
How do you make a backpack?
5 deer hide, 10 leather scraps,
Okay,
I think
this
a
is
Fletcher
strange.
needs to
20
do
wood.
it. 5 5 deer hide, 10 leather scraps, 20
Needs to be
wood.
placed near the appropriate crafting step. What? That's strange. I can't place it.
What?
It says needs to be placed at the appropriate crafting station, but we have those here, so that's strange. An extension for the loom.
Loom. Oh no! We have to wait.
Looks like we have the same hair for a while longer.
Put your helmet back on, kid. You're gonna
Or the
break.
hood
You're gonna break
would
old
be
Linnea's
more
heart.
fitting.
Yeah, a hood. Can I give you a hood?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you think that you could make her a hood? You're a fletcher. I don't
It
seem to have one in the
depends,
buckets here. What do you need for
Just
it?
a regular hood, then it would be. Let's see, 10 troll hide, 10 bone, 10 scrap, and 2 ooze.
Ten troll hide, 10 bones.
Yeah,
10
10
what?
of bones, troll hide, and leather scraps, and just 2 ooze.
Oh, leather scraps. Okay.
A red one or a blue one I should make.
What do you think, kid?
I'll take
The
red.
youth should decide the color.
Then red it will
I
be.
will gladly take red.
In
There you go. Those are for you, Jar.
I see.
And the copper that you asked for, Ragnar, is in there.
I have put it back there since apparently you need a loom
Put in the chest.
to use them.
Disappointing. Deeply
So,
disappointing.
how do you make a loom though?
Oh, hello.
Good evening. Good morning.
Hello, Herc.
Here, the cowl is in here.
I don't know, have you gone for a dive yet?
I have not, but Orvar did, and that didn't end so well for him. Hello, Vasily.
I just found out how to make scissors, but there is, yeah.
What do you use the scissors for?
What do you
Haircut.
think?
Oh,
To get your proper haircut.
why the fuck would I want to cut my hair?
You already have.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope to
Your
get
hood
my,
should be in the chest.
Vicious locks back.
Thank you.
You mean like mine?
Aye. I had mine when I was young. I've noticed my hair's been growing a little bit, but no real progress.
Oh well.
I mean, it was by choice that I cut my hair short, but
Herc, may I, and Vasily, may I show you
Vasily.
something?
of course.
Yeah.
I've seen the barrel. I assume you built this and it was...
You know you don't have to keep your hood on, right?
This is for Knut.
Totally
Do you
okay.
think this is suitable?
I would say so.
Yeah, I think this is good.
Yes, I believe this will be fine. Well, what time is the funeral?
An hour
I think
from now.
in an hour, yeah.
Right.
Everyone
Forgive
is
me, but,
invited, including Knut's father.
We'll just have to
Let's just hope they have the proper manner not to attend in arm and weapons.
I'll be sure to stand in the back. It'd be easier to stick my knife in them that way.
Vasily,
What?
don't.
I mean, only if it needs to. Only if I need
Only
to.
if needs be.
This is going to be a very peaceful.
Yeah, man can breathe
Ceremony.
at least.
Well, there are some ceremonies in which some people are given a sacrifice to the funeral as well. Sometimes a slave, sometimes they are pet or a horse. But I think that we will not do that.
I don't think he'd like it that way.
No, can't imagine that either. Oh well.
Oh,
If you'd excuse me, I'll rest until the funeral, so I have energy.
Yeah.
yes.
Please wake me when it's happening.
Bjorn,
Aye.
ask. Perhaps Vasily will be able to wake you. I think I'll have a lot on my mind.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Ragnar,
I'll
let's
come bang on your
discuss
door.
the arrangements a little bit.
Sure.
So the people are expected around 2, so we'll get started at around 2:05. Everybody seems pretty good. I think we should probably start with your prepared eulogy. Can you
Yeah.
wish that I sing a song? I have a short song to sing for that. And then how will we do with the lighting of the boat?
Songs are very suitable. Astrid has also offered to perform a song, and I have tried myself as well, though I do not know if my voice would be proper. But a song is quite according to the rituals, so I think that would be very suitable. As for setting the fire, I would say that we all gather around with torches and then set the boat on fire at the same time.
Okay, well, we should make a box of torches for people to use and put that on the side.
I will get to that right now.
Okay, hang on. Let's indeed do that. And after the boat is alight, we will leave it burning. We'll go into the tavern and have mead, or should we bring a table out here and serve outside in open air?
I think bringing a table outside here would be a very good idea, because then everyone has a chance to have a last glimpse.
Yes.
And
Vasily,
it's-
do you think that you could take care of that?
Yeah. What is it? What do you
A
need?
nice covered table where we can put drink for people to go and gather and mingle after the boat is set alight, so that we can all talk out here.
Yeah. What do you
Weather
want the
permitting, of
What do you want
course.
the table at? Just like over here or something.
This is a little far up. I'd recommend
say-
putting the table back
I
over
think we can make
here,
two
maybe?
long tables here, next to each other.
Aye, unless we were hoping for them to stand in a crowd. It depends if we're hoping for them to stand or sit.
I can. I'll do it over here where the cart is in the corner,
Oh, I'm back.
and then
Hey,
Jarun,
Emil.
what's in that cart?
There were I have used the card. There
Oh,
were
okay.
materials for the bonfires.
All right. It's
There's
probably
also some fine wood. You can use it.
Vasily is certainly right. That's probably the best place for a refreshment table, unless again. Show of hands. Does anyone who thinks that we should have our guests sitting during the funeral, and who thinks standing?
Yeah, I would say
Standing,
standing during the
standing.
process, and then sitting after the speeches and when it's at the light.
Generally, in my tradition at least, after the actual, well, it would be a burial for us. That's when you want you want to put out a few chairs, but mostly people are standing so that they're encouraged to mingle, talk
Yeah.
to each other, celebrate the life. Perhaps we could have a few chairs set aside and indeed the refreshment table off to the side over here so that people can eat and drink as they please.
I'm just gonna get this out of the way.
Jerome, you
Yes.
have your mentor coming pretty soon, so I won't give you any particular tasks to do. But I'm glad that you'll be here for this.
Yes.
Very glad indeed. Amir,
Yes?
thank you for coming. Do you think that you could help Vasily, perhaps? You might need help in the kitchens preparing for a large crowd. I
Okay.
imagine that a good many people are going to come, and either way, it's best to prepare for them.
Of course.
Are we gonna have a feast?
It's up to you. Do you think we can have a feast?
Yeah, I mean we got a lot of fucking food.
If we're having people standing, we should probably put the tables out later, right?
They can like stand here and
It might get a little crowded. I'm concerned we might have more than 10 people.
well,
If
it
needed,
can get
I
a little
can-
crowded, but I think it will not be so many that they will fall into the water pushing each other.
Oh, we certainly hope not.
If needed, I can go to Home Guard and get some food. In my house, I probably have something around 6 stacks of sausages and other foods.
It's appreciated, but really Vasily is the one you'll need to ask about that.
Okay.
I'm not sure what all exactly we need or what is had in mind. Ragnar, at the very least, let's put the tables so that they are flush, kind of, with this. We could move this guy out a little bit more.
Like towards the wall?
Yeah, we just in order to have
Hey,
things be
Lene,
symmetrical.
think-
Yeah.
over here in the green area. I think I'll build like a little kind of like a stone area, and we can have a feast outside.
Well, that'll be nice.
So that
That'll
way,
be very nice.
I know the tavern
On
will
the
get.
green.
If I had a bunch of tables in the tavern, that's gonna get pretty cramped.
You may wish to think about some sort of covering. Here, I'm going to give you the fine wood so that you can work on... Thinking. Let me go and get the hat. Does anyone have any bronze nails on them?
Not me.
If we could make some sort of little stand so that people can pay their respects to the hat. Think that might be a good idea.
Hang on. One moment.
And then we need to deal with the little shrine itself that we were going to make. Yeah, let me go and get it.
Vasily, do you need some help?
Okay, let's see how this works. It's pretty good. Alright, we need to make a little shrine somewhere around the village. Probably right outside his garden is a good place.
Yeah, I think so too. Can you move for a moment? I think I'm gonna
That's
do
fair.
this so poor people don't fall in the water.
Hello? Are you guys open?
Don't know.
What was that?
No?
Who is there?
Greetings. I'm a newcomer. I was looking if the merchant was open.
The merchant. I do not know where he is currently.
I think she's...
I can bring you to the Jarl.
yeah, she's over there.
Come with me. Linnea,
Yeah?
there's a newcomer here.
I believe we have met.
Yes, we have met. Einar. Einar, we're preparing for the funeral of a dear friend. You are welcome to stay, of course. But, if you're not interested in funeral goings, this might not be the best place for you right now.
I was just looking for the merchant, but it seems he's closed.
I can take care of some of your shop needs. I can't buy trophies, but I can sell many things.
Then. I'll be on my way for now. I'll be back, hopefully, when he opens the shop.
Alright,
Take care.
Safe voyages
Well then.
then.
safe travels.
Thank you. I'm sorry for your friends.
That's alright. Thank you.
Alina,
Oh, yes.
He's
can
in
you go
a
with
hurry.
me, give me a access to the fermenters? I need it. Vasily.
Oh, yeah. What are
Vasily
we
says
making?
to me-
Mead?
Yeah, it's just there's that last ferment. Just put it in there for him.
Gotcha.
Ja, for helvede.
Ja, for helvede. Ja, for helvede.
Ja. Et hul. Du.
That way people don't fall into the water when they got drunk. Linnea, I have made some
A safety rail.
yes,
So that
when
nobody
people
can get-
when they get drunk, that they don't fall into the water accidentally.
Right. That's a good idea. We can take it down tomorrow.
Yeah.
But definitely a good idea for now. Some of these funerals go very quietly, and others become very disorderly indeed. I'm going to need to make that little shrine now. I'm thinking in that little catty corner over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh wow, that's a beautiful amount of torches. Well done.
Anything else we can do right now?
If you'd like, you can try and make the little shrine. I'm sure you're a better designer than I am. Just little, basically. A gravestone with something around it to signify that this person meant a great deal to us. I can show you where.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not expecting any more deaths, so I'm hesitant to make a graveyard. But I was thinking either here in this little corner, or in the shade of this tree, which he always really liked.
I think the tree would be suitable.
Alright. Thank you. I think I'm gonna go check on other people, see how they're doing.
Aye.
I'm gonna get some wood for this fire.
Let's see. I will be right back.
looks good.
Yeah, now we're just gonna put up 2 candles.
Here, Ragnar, I was told to deliver these to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. So silly. That's lovely.
Well, I think this
Yep.
is
Now we
suitable
just
now.
need the approval of
I hope it
Linnea.
doesn't rain.
Try and make something put on top of it.
Yeah.
There's something shining in here.
Yeah, it's fucking stone. You can't do it.
I hate when that happens. You think that you'll be able to put something like this together again when it comes time for the wedding?
Yeah. This is pretty simple.
I think it could behoove us to build a feasting hall. No way, we've got the
It's
cabin.
pretty hard on the eyes.
Yeah,
We like
Yeah.
to keep it only for just
That's-
special occasions.
that's
Yeah,
But-
the sand
already got a
particles.
tavern.
Yeah.
Just,
Don't
I'm
worry.
fine.
No, Jarud, it was a good idea. We used to have a longhouse, but it wasn't really. Who's that? But
Oh,
just
what's this gonna be?
this is going to be a place for the people to feast and mingle after the funeral.
I see.
Well, regarding the feasting hall, when
Sir,
you get
have you-
back.
Oh yeah, you
Yes.
have met. You've definitely met in person, and of
Oh,
course.
I'm training her
you-
to.
Yes.
Yeah, I took her on as my apprentice.
Yes. I guess why don't you guys go and talk in Manhattan?
I need to talk to you for a moment.
Okay.
Just for a second, and it's kind of unpleasant, but I do need to talk to you.
Okay. Why don't we go over towards? Right
It's
now,
not
just be a minute.
unpleasant,
Yo.
but it's a thing.
Självarit samma. Det är fel, det är fränder. Det är självarit samma. Det är fel, det är fränder. Det är självarit samma. En år still, det är aldrig. Famous såg den gultur. Det är fel, det är fränder. Det gör självuret samma. En vet en och aldrig dejer. Domen daudan färden. Katta dig en kinsman dig. So one dies oneself, but a noble name will never die. It could be no one guess. Cattle die and kinsmen die, and so one dies oneself. One thing now that never dies, the glory of a dead man's deeds.
Very nice. Yeah,
Maybe
you
that I should
Sounds like
sing
not
at the
to
funeral.
how you put it, heavy for the throat or the sing voice. It sounds like it's very calm.
What for the throat?
Voice. Yeah, but I mean, you don't need to
Maybe
be,
that will keep people a bit calm.
on your very top level with your voice for that song.
So I should perform it with the
Perhaps.
voice just like I did
I
it
don't
now.
know what you're planning though, but it sounded it sounded very good.
Askveit standa heit í Yggdrasil, hábáðrum hásum fyrta ári. Þaðan komar dökkvafells í dala falla, stennur grönn. Óðar runni, askveidig standa heitir Yggdrasil, háa baðum ásinn vita ári. Þaðan koma dökkvar þess í dala falla, stennara hufi grunn, úða brunni. Askveidig standa heitir Yggdrasil, háa baðar ásinn vita ári. Þaðan koma dökkvar þess í dala falla.
Yeah.
I will be right back. You're doing alright, Vasily?
Yeah, doing good.
Where has Linnea gone to?
Oh, I actually don't know.
Very well. With the next day, the guests should come, and with the following night, the ceremony should begin.
Right. Who was it that jumped onto the boat with me?
On that loot boat
Aye.
was me and Torleif.
Right. I have a share for you both.
Ooh.
What was that about?
Oh yeah, I should probably tell you that. So, basically, yesterday when we went southwards on the ships for the battle against Calder, we were passing on an island with a little harbor, and out of that harbor there came a longship with one single sailor with a hood. We had no idea who that man was, but one from the crew of Ironwood, who previously has lived in West Haven, recognized the sailor to be a thief that has been long searched for. And he was just about to make his escape with the longship when our ship has rammed it, and we managed to board it. And Hurka told the sailor to sail the ship to the shore, and the guy refused. Hurka was quite patient, gave him, I think, 3 chances to hold the ship, and when he still refused, he just cleaved his head with the axe. And that ship was filled with gold, surtling coals, leviathan shells, a wishbone, and precious items.
Most of that went to West Haven, the supplies. But the money, that came to us.
Oh, that's something. I would have rather kept the leviathan shells, but...
Was this thief, this wolf guide people are talking about?
Seems it is where we stole them from.
Yes, supposedly. Just imagine that. You try to thieve your way somewhere in the south when everyone is going to battle, and suddenly 2 longships ram you and board you.
Oop.
Shit. So we possessed my body for a moment. Interesting.
Sometimes the beast seems to wake up from within. Herc, why don't you sit down and tell us about your time as a king?
Of course. But first I need to find somewhere to give you this gold. Perhaps this chest over here. Ah, yes, there's space. Come collect your shares. It's totally fair.
And Torleif is not present, but I will give him his share.
Share that as you see fit.
Thank you. Well then, come, sit down.
Actually, if you don't mind, seeing as no, I'll be generous. We can have the whole share. Thank you. This is years ago. It seems I was out at sea, traveling from place to place. After my kingship for a while, I just kind of took hold of me. It's got older over the years. I was in my 40s, I believe. I first traveled to this island by boat, just as I got here as well. I started out as a mercenary, raised my own guild, and we held information on people. And in time, those people split apart and we moved on as the years went by. I eventually found myself in this place. I'm not sure where it was really. I believe it was in Europe somewhere. And there was this man. I seem to have met him before during my time in the guild. He must have travelled away, became king, and he was awful.
An awful king.
He just didn't understand bravery. Just
Was that by any chance Rune Northman?
this man was just, he wasn't as bad, but he got on my nerves greatly. He just didn't understand people. He didn't know how to talk to them. He recruited fools who were only enchanted by gold. So I took that man's head. I raised my own people and fought him on the fields of his own land. Took his head for my own. Sailed north towards his castle. It wasn't even a castle, it was more of a hall. And sat upon his throne. It. The details are foggy now that I've landed here. There's a lot to think about. But we came around and eventually got a fiance. I was going to marry. Unfortunately, there was all these nations and kings that all gathered together. It was all quite happy for a while, and then one of them became corrupt. Greedy for land.
I've heard many people saying that power can corrupt.
I used to be a friend, and we became an enemy. And he was jealous of my kingdom. He was jealous of my wealth. And he wanted it all. In fact, he claimed that I was the corrupt one. Said I was a tyrant for going out and expanding in my own territory. We challenged each other. We fought amongst the clouds in the high mountains where he lived. Finally, we reached a high peak. And, from there, I didn't really remember the rest of the fight. I believe we must have fell. I'm not sure of what happened to him, but I know I survived. Fortunately, as word got out about this fight, when I reached my kingdom, it was in ruin. People were enraged, and the other kingdoms dropped in, sort of tried to make a claim, it seems. I had to leave. There was no other option. My wife was nowhere to be found. Well, soon-to-be wife at the time. Nowhere to be found. I simply had to leave on my boat. Never come back. From there, I don't really remember the rest. I must have been travelling for some time. And one day, washed up here. Yes, my kingdom. It was beautiful. Luscious green grass and flowing rivers. It was by the side of a mountain. The trees were like these, very strong. And the people were resourceful. They came from all kinds of life. It was beautiful. castle. Oh. Oh, do I wish to have a castle again.
Sometimes I dream of a castle in the mountains, in high peak of the snow. The mountains are so chill and yet dangerous, beautiful and deadly.
They have their
Some
uses.
sometimes imagining building a castle there, but we would have no land to farm, and it would be so hard to reach for our friends. So, but regarding friends becoming enemies, that is something that is troubling me for a while now.
Aye.
I have that concern with Ornstein.
That's right.
Well, you might have heard that Ornstein is now one of Rune's men.
It's dreadful.
And, well, we are sure to battle at one day. And I just hope that when that day comes that Ornstein is doing the right choice and that we do not have to kill him.
Just wish that.
What do you think about the shrine?
This one here.
Yes.
It's beautiful. I would have loved it.
Hope Linnea will be satisfied with it as well.
Sure. I've noticed the hat is over by where the funeral is to be set.
Yeah, it was Linnea's idea, so that the people can pay respects to the hats.
He was fond of the hat. Yeah, he was fond of the hat.
Hmm? Oh yeah, that he was.
It's not a grave over there.
That's the grave of Eric's pet.
It's a shame. Oh dear.
I know you
Oh,
were close with Rhea. I'm sorry.
this is fine.
You seem a little in heat today.
Oh, I didn't know.
She knew that.
Yes, I'm still looking for a wife.
She betrayed me like none have betrayed.
Unfortunately, we
Yeah.
can't offer you one.
She lied to me. Like, frankly, she
Perhaps one day. Perhaps if I grow my hair back out, more will be interesting.
I think I
Oh yeah, when I'm sure that the women will fancy that.
There was a time long ago where I could have been
Might
said
make
that
me
I
seem
loved
a bit
her.
younger.
She lied to me.
No, we're just gonna spread around some of your fame and your tales, and then I'm sure that the women will line up at your door.
Look, if you're a killer of
Fair
puppies.
hair was actually.
Sure did love that.
I'm sorry about that,
Killer of puppies, longship
A good
capturer,
resume.
and decapitator of thieves.
Hear that?
Man, these bitches creaky. Somebody's stepping on frogs over there.
I don't think
Aye.
that was someone stepping on a frog.
No, that was the bunch of
Barrier of
them, yeah.
thieves, I like that.
when I put my hands down on both of them and stood up.
Emir, you're so quiet. You're right.
We say that's not
You might be correct on that.
No, that's called
Oh well.
I know. Very good.
that was and I will not be smelling any of this delicious food for quite a while now.
How long
Hope you
are you
enjoying the sight of your world.
waiting for
I've just received a raven
Oh
from
yes.
Rune Stone, who was Knut's father,
I know.
and I believe it is the right thing to do.
Though my gold chest is already full, but
I can take
probably
you out.
no. Probably have I probably have to just start spending it on a few things.
I promise I won't try to kill him unless he talks to me.
Mine's the
Even if
bear.
I sometimes tend to hoard things.
blood should not be spread, should not be shed
That
on
is
our
a very
land.
easy task.
Not about you and not about you.
We have
I'm
made
going to go
actually
and inform
we have
my
actually made
brother
quite some money in
of
West
this
Haven.
land, and
Yes, of
I
course.
apologize.
At the Westfest, we traded plenty of wolf pelts and wolf meat, some of the cooked dishes, and an iron armor. We made quite a good fortune.
Hey, I'm. Oh, this is lovely.
Glad you like it.
He would have really liked it.
Leave after the funeral. We should place his hat.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. No. I received a raven from Rune Northman, and since he is Knut's father, I am giving him some leeway here. We're going to try and get this started by about 2:35 Eastern Time. I think that's very fair. Hopefully he'll make it.
I
If
would
not,
say we should start the ceremony on the coming night.
Dawn's morning.
Yeah, if it dawns morning and we wait for the next night to come, and that night would be the one for the ceremony. I think.
It's more appropriate to light a fire.
Astrid is on her way as well. Will take some time for her. Valgard is on his way as far as I know. And, well, some guests, I suppose, just have a bit of a long way, so no reason to rush things, I suppose.
yes. Oh, goodness. It's terrible. I feel like I won't be able to feel quite right until we've given him his proper send-off. So I hope he hurries.
Maybe you should sit down for a moment.
I need to see about other people and make sure they're doing okay. Let me see what that was. Dirk, did you call me? Maybe in a little while.
Maybe I shall try to perform
What are you doing?
the funeral song once again.
No, he meant practice.
First.
Shellfire? Just enjoying the warmth?
Practice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We
So that
we did
part is already taken
talk
care
to Linnea about that she will sing something as well. I will just rest my eyes for a moment.
Right, allow me to check on people. How are things?
You know, I was gonna get him to build a shrine to his goddess over in my arena.
We intend to keep them on the bridges, which we take an etching and work with the flames.
It's not the same.
Yeah. I do gotta ask you, do you have any junk he ever made that it's totally useless to anyone, but that he made it?
Yes, but I don't know that now is the time to go through these things.
No, I understand. I just wanted to. I like to keep little keepsakes like that.
I think I have a couple of things that could be in mind. A little after.
Oh, that's for you.
Astrid, if you speak, I cannot hear you.
Has Herc fled?
Oh dear.
I have heard that Astrid is here.
In the arms of
Oh,
Someone playing a drum. I haven't heard a musical instrument one time since I got here.
Oh, your place.
Deia deia frennu, deia sjálfur við
I
sama,
really miss music.
en orðstíð, deia ásriki, þeim song góðan getur. Deia deia frendu, deia sjálfur við sama. Eg veit aldrei deyju, dómum dáðan fann. Cattle die and kinsmen die, and so one dies oneself, but a noble name will never die, if a good renown one gets. Cattle die and kinsmen die, and so one dies oneself. One thing now that never dies, the glory of a dead man's deeds.
Thank you for playing that.
I'm practicing. I intend to play it at the funeral.
I was just saying it's been so long since I heard music, even a sad, even a song for someone like Ferrier right now.
Well, in Holmgard we tend to be singing folk on voyages or other occasions. No, Astrid is the one with the most beautiful voice, I claim.
I agree, I've heard her sing.
Aye. Aye, indeed.
I like you, Home Guard people. Every time I see you, I feel like, it's a celebration of some kind. Maybe not today, but, yeah, you guys are a good people.
Indeed you
I
are.
think I helped him so much.
You honor us with your words. Well, gather, Astrid, it is good to see you.
But you're here now, so that's all good.
Winds were heavy on the way.
The dawn of day. The next night will bring the celebrations and the rituals. Hello, Vasily.
I'm gonna stay here as well.
No problem.
Huh?
So I'm gonna sit down here with you guys.
Sure. You live in this town, unlike us. Shall I entertain you with another song?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Berf. Berf? Oh well, he will hear us eventually. Klettak jau, kaldri vedran og tuan, vedur maktat meini, vedur maktat meini, för en dagur faguran, fredigt ni fidräger han, undan stormsteini, undan stormsteini. All det frosið og tid går, ekkert fest vid strandumor, sväng där med till mina, sväng där med till mina. Tusen heimekfär, heima frakkubana mer, zikor sopað tínar, ser upp sopað tínar, öll þakkin í síjöld, ekki sitt á holtan börn. Fleygufuglar gita, fleygufuglar gita, en þó leiti utom áða ferki litu tó, fats á raffenita, fat raffnat fita. Sála þú á síður lán, sáðu fetsugar í hjá, Frau Willy, Frau Willy.
Well said.
Hope it makes the deer at least a little less sad. I shall have a look if Linnea's doing alright.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Not
Have
really.
you known Knut in person?
But he's being around here in Ironwood and tending to the bees and planting stuff. And was, well, to my understanding, he fell
Sounds like a
during
warrior.
a hunt
Where did he go?
yesterday, I think it was. I wasn't on this hunt, so I don't know the details really. But Ragnar was on this hunt.
Yeah, there's a werewolf up south, and he took a hit from
It's a
it.
shame.
He didn't recover. It was the old Jarl of Gil's brother. The gods had transformed him into this beast due to
Was he in
his
beast form
unpleasant
when you
actions.
hunted him?
Yeah.
Did he done something against the gods then to curse him?
Oh yeah. He had been on an expedition, this werewolf character, you know, and they got stranded in the mountains, and he killed and ate the entire party that was with them.
I see.
And the gods turned him into that which he already was.
Was the hunt successful?
He was a monstrous
so?
thing. Much bigger than any Fenrir you've ever seen. Oh yeah. And he was able to summon invisible wolves and all of his children, greater Fenrirs. I had to battle myself, but I've heard the stories from the people who were there.
It was successful though, even though Knut had to put his life to it.
He has been put to rest. Yeah.
else not make it, or
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard
There was one other who
Rhea
died, but it was an act of
killed as well.
an act of
but
malice.
From Ragnar's perspective, it looked more like it was done in malice.
Yeah. I have no love for Rune, but if somebody killed my son, I probably would do the same thing.
Yeah, there have been a lot of killings in this realm. I heard.
Yeah. You know, when I first got here, when I washed up, I thought we'd all be looking for a way out of here, and I was shocked, kind of appalled that no one was, and that everybody had just decided this is where they lived now. This was home.
I think there's on to Valhalla or back to Midgard.
Yeah. But now all these wars and
Well, one reason people
What?
don't
I
seek
don't
it out
understand it.
might be that it feels like one had already died or something. I mean, most of us have similar stories of ending up in this place. But
It's true, I thought I was dead.
we don't know for sure, though. Only the gods know.
Maybe
you
I
die?
still am.
Die. Ask them some. I'm wondering, anyone ever slain the troll across the river to the
Trolls
to the
don't know
west of
much
here?
anymore.
There's been one for a long time, but still around.
That might be true sometimes.
The problem with trolls is you kill one and two more show up.
Oh, that two more.
Close to kill. Maybe we should. Think we should hunt one in honor of Knut.
I'd love to.
Oh, should we set out? 3 of us and only one troll.
I think, let me ask Linnea, because I don't want
Fair enough.
to upset the,
Where are you lot going?
Oh, we're,
maybe,
considering hunting a troll. In Knut's honor, of course.
Well,
course.
Linnea don't want
Sacrifice for a massive man.
any sacrifice.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah, I think it's better if you stay here.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Let us sit around the fire and can tell you some tales if you want to pass the time.
Sounds
I
good.
wouldn't mind.
Hmm?
I wouldn't mind. Sounds like a good time.
How familiar are you with the old god's birth?
To make a long story short, not very.
Are you a Christian like some people in West Haven?
I am not. I am not.
Wouldn't have
But,
judged you.
No, it's alright. Where I'm from, I didn't realize that the piety to the gods was a real thing.
Where are you from?
It's a little we kind of owned ourselves. A
Hmm.
little island out in the middle of nowhere.
Far from Mark or
Have you ever heard of a place called Polynesia?
I can't say I have.
No.
yeah,
Out that way.
It must be really far if I've not heard of it.
Yeah, we didn't really interact much with the outside world. I knew of Odin. I had heard of him. But I never met anyone who actually believed in Odin. Or knew of him.
I actually been in Francia and traded some stuff. So, can you name in kind of like direction from that this place is lies?
I couldn't begin to tell you. My job my whole life was to put together equipment to sell. That was it. I barely left, and when I did, it was to cause harm.
Well, I know a story
It's a
fitting
good
to the
story,
events
yes.
that happened yesterday. The binding of Fenrir. The gods had terrible forebodings concerning the fate of these three beings, and they were absolutely correct with them. One is Jormungandr. Jormungand would later kill the god Thor during Ragnarök, the downfall of the gods, an event which would be largely brought about by Hel's refusal to release the radiant god Baldur from the underworld. During these cataclysmic events, Fenrir would devour Odin, the chief of the gods. In order to keep these monsters at bay, they threw Jormungand into the ocean, where he encircled Midgard, the world of humankind. Hel they have regulated to the underworld. Fenrir, however, inspired too much fear in them, for them to let him out from under their watchful eyes, so they reared the pup themselves in the stronghold Asgard. Only Tyr, the infatigable upholder of law and honor, dared to approach Fenrir to feed him. Fenrir grew at an alarming rate. However, and soon the gods decided that his stay in Asgard had to be temporary. Knowing well how much devastation he would cause if he were allowed to roam free, the gods attempted to bind him with various chains. They were able to gain the wolf's consent by telling him that these fetters were tests of strength, and clapping and cheering when with each new chain they presented him, he broke free. At last, the gods sent a message down to Svartalfheim, the realm of the dwarves. The dwarves, being the most skilled craftspeople in all worlds, were able to forge a chain whose strength couldn't be equaled. It was wrought from the sound of a cat's footsteps, the beard of a woman, the roots of mountains, the breath of a fish, the spittle of a bird. In other words, things which do not exist anymore, and against which is therefore futile to struggle. Gleipnir was the chain's name. When the gods presented Fenrir with the curiously light and supple Gleipnir, the wolf suspected trickery and refused to be bound within unless one of the gods would lay or her hands in his jaws as a pledge of good faith. None of the gods agreed, knowing that this would mean they would lose a hand and be breaking of an oath. At last, the brave Tyr, for the good of all life, volunteered to fulfill the wolf's demand. And sure enough, when Fenrir
Good start.
discovered that he was unable to escape from Gleipnir, he jumped off and swallowed Tyr's hand.
It's time
There
for
will
the
be a
funeral.
small meet and greet that's held in this pavilion afterwards.
Aye?
You'll have to finish it, Ragnar.
Hmm?
You'll have to finish that.
Many tales that I can tell you when the occasions are right.
I'm fascinated by this. I've never heard any of it.
You spelled his name wrong.
Yeah, you did. That's
That's not how you spell Canute.
that's not how you spell it.
There you go.
Welcome. Welcome. Please come on in.
You got his hat.
Yeah.
It's too neglected. Treat it.
Oh. It's good to see so many familiar faces. Most of you know me. I'm Linnea Dahl, Jarl of Ironwood, and I considered myself to be one of Canute's closest friends. We gather here today to mourn his loss and to celebrate his life. We will first begin with Ragnar, Jarl of Holmgard, who has a eulogy in song, and then I believe a small speech.
Yes.
Go ahead, Ragnar.
This song is accustomed to sing at the funerals of great warriors. The first two stanzas I shall sing to you in the old tongue, as the ritual demands. And then I shall sing them to you in the common tongue, so that you all shall understand its meaning. Cattle die and kinsmen die, and so one dies oneself, but a noble name will never die. good renown one gets. Cattle die and kinsmen die, and so one dies oneself. One thing now that never dies, the glory of a dead man's deeds. Knut Fairhair had his own glory, and no one can doubt that. He lived in Einarstead, then in his own sanctuary, then in Ironwood. Many people he called his friends. That is something that he has always held dear. His fame as the most notorious beekeeper is known in all parts of the realm. Let us remember each time when we collect the honey of our bees that Knut is now sitting in Folkvanger, the meadow realm of Freya, where he can tend to the bees that he has loved so dearly. For he has died a warrior's death in the battle alongside his friends on the shield wall against Kalder Unloud, and we shall honor him just like he has died, a man of honor and a friend.
Thank you, Ragnar. It was a very beautiful tribute. Knut was more than a warrior. We spoke very often on topics that I couldn't imagine speaking of with other people, including, actually, several weeks ago, our own respective funerals. So I had no idea that either would come so soon. He told me that he'd much rather hear me singing at his funeral than to hear me speak. So I've worked to prepare a song for you. And I hope that you'll feel that it captures the essence of Knut. It certainly does in my mind. Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day, with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and the daffodils. Catch the breeze and the winter chills in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflect in Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue, morning fields of amber grain, weathered faces lined in pain, are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you. But still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget, like strangers that you've met. Ragged men in ragged clothes, the silver thorn of bloody rose, lie crushed and broken on the virgin snow. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they're not listening still. Perhaps they never will. If you turn over to the wall, we have a box of torches, and all are welcome to take one, as we'll be lighting the ship ablaze together.
Beautiful, Linnea.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful song, lass.
Thank you. Ragnar, we have the wood ready too?
You already have some wood with you?
Here you go.
I have some wood.
Saviors.
I also have wood.
All right, folks. I'm going to pass a little bit around as well. Everybody should be ready to add some to the pile.
Let us circle.
Oh, I threw away my wood here.
Yes, I'm giving some to the other people to throw to you.
Aye.
Make sure you have a little bit at least.
I still need some, mate, as I gave mine away.
All right. Yes, let's form a circle.
Yeah. Every time I go to grab wood, someone else manages to catch it. Yeah, thank you.
Knut Fairhair, may the Valkyries carry you to Freya's realm, to the sweet meadows of peace. Farewell, friends.
I only met that man for one day, but
Aye,
dude
that
was
he
a hell
was.
of a man to meet.
And
May it
kind.
rest in peace.
All are invited to join us for a small reception with food and community.
Oops.
In the courtyard, where we'll
Too close.
celebrate Knut's life.
Hey, you might not want to join about the fire.
He let me win the duel.
Hey, Sedgar, he did not let you. You destroyed him.
I tell you what, he beat the living shit out of me, I'll tell you that much.
At least Knut got to have a lot of fun in his last days.
He paid me $300 to take my shirt off for a whole day.
And he gave me 100 gold just for the hell of it.
You know,
He was a hell of a man.
It was always strings attached when he gave me gold. It was always, take this off,
Yeah,
take
no
that
worries.
It's because of that beard. I think
Thank you very much for coming.
Berth, don't forget
He
I got
once
your
had a
money for
trade
you.
with him and he
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
no gold, such
It's
only sausages
1300,
that he
so
loved so
that's
much.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, I know.
You're not like blackmailing
knows
him
what he
or
loves.
anything, are you?
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah, of course
Thank you,
not.
Ragnar. That was beautiful.
Of course not really, or of course
He would
not.
have loved that.
Of course,
I'm glad.
will talk to you about it at another time.
You
Okay,
can tell
that's what
that
I
your
thought.
song came from the heart. It was very touching.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. It was one that he loved to hear. So it always
Not
made
know
him
the
cry.
man for long, but amidst the combat on the mountain, despite only knowing him from merchant status on the west coast, I feel free to call him my brother.
That's good. I showed up a little late, but
How was the journey?
oh, it was fine. It was just a quick sail over here.
So I missed the fight. Perhaps if I had been there, maybe less would have lost their lives.
Did you go south to fight the beast?
No, I was preoccupied. I know Chaz was there, but I missed it, unfortunately.
I didn't get to go either. Damn it.
Yeah, missed out.
I'm glad. Very much enjoyed your company.
There will be more beasts. Hopefully we won't die to the next ones.
Watching Sitka kick his ass in a sparring match was quite fun. Again, at least he got to go out after much fun. I noticed that you people consigned his soul to Freya's land and not to Valhalla. I am curious as to why.
Knut wished very much, and believed very much, that his beloved bees, when this time came, his beloved bees would carry him off, buzzing busily, to the land where honey flows.
Then I pray to Odin and Freya and all the others that he makes it there.
You can pray to his goddess. She's a minor Norse deity. Over by his house over there if you'd like to make a small offering.
Oh, next time I see him, I'll let him know.
It's the one with the bees upside down on it.
I sort of realized.
Yes.
And what was your name again, lass? I don't believe I've met you before.
I'm Linnea Dahl. I'm the Jarl here in Ironwood. And what was yours?
Well met. I am Bjorn. Bjorn, son of Alva. Carpenter and Berserker.
Welcome to Ironwood.
Hey.
I hope we'll see you again as well on a happier day.
Perhaps. My main home is in Jomsborg, but I am building a second in Westhaven.
Oh.
And Bjorn's,
If your people ever need to hire a carpenter, I'd be happy to lend my hammer.
We try to keep our buildings quite small here, because it's easier on the eyes. But I'll definitely keep it in mind.
I can build small.
Allegedly.
Do keep in mind that Westhaven is more of a conglomerate of islands, so there is less clutter of buildings in one area.
Yes. Sean and Thorne and I have discussed at length. We both enjoy each other's cities very much, all three of us, I guess. Sometimes I think of Thorn and Sean as a unit. But yes, we see ours as sort of the opposite in building styles as West Haven, and we love to go and visit. It strikes, for those of us who have been here a long time, the strangest pang of nostalgia in our hearts for old Ironwood.
Perhaps whenever Steinar and I are finished with the fortress at what's the name of the fortress again, Steinar?
Greywatch?
Greywatch.
Yeah, that is
No,
one.
not Greywatch. Ours.
Greywatch is the fortress on the west side of West Haven. We're building one on the north side.
The old art gallery.
It doesn't have an official name, but it will most likely be either Westfall Keep or Haven Keep. But I will have to discuss this with Sean.
But he's doing the stonework, I'm doing most of the woodworking. Perhaps when it's finished, we should invite some of the autos to come see.
Indeed. I do say
Perhaps we can hold a feast there.
perhaps, but we'd have to make room for it. It is my first time in Ironwood, and I do quite like the place, I have to admit.
Thank you.
It is quite simple and beautiful.
I think so. I truly love it. I'm
Have you
afraid I
noted
should
the
greet some of my other guests and make sure that everybody is happy, but if you go to the pavilion and help yourselves to a nice meal and sit with the others and mingle, you'd be
First,
most
I'll say a
welcome.
word to Canute's goddess.
I think that's
Then
a
I'll
good
join
idea.
everyone.
He'd certainly appreciate it, and so would Brigid, the goddess.
Thank you for your hospitality, Linnea.
It is my pleasure. Thank you very much for coming.
I am not. I'm told it's a lesson also.
All right, let's go in a line. Vasily, thank you very much for coming and for helping out. Really appreciate it. You've done so much. The pavilion is beautiful.
I did what I could.
You should go and sit there and show people that there's actual eating going on. Val, it's good to see you. I wish it were under happier circumstances.
Better times will come.
Aye, they will. Thank you very much for coming. I know Canute only met you a few times, but he definitely liked you.
No.
It would have meant something to him that you were here today.
I hope you're alright.
No, but I will be. In time. You should go and help Vasily try and encourage people to go and eat. You mind if I put you on the job over there?
For sure.
Astrid, it's wonderful to see you.
It's good to be back, even though it's at an occasion such as this.
Yes, it's certainly not how I envisioned seeing you again.
No.
Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. I can hear that your voice is a little soft today.
Yeah, I'm trying not to overwork it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably from all the crying.
Oh.
I'm still short a little wood, but Reyes went to go get some.
All crying in this world, right?
Yeah, I have no idea what here is. And
Yes,
if
yes.
I'm being honest, this is all
It's been a lot of
very
crying indeed.
overwhelming.
I can imagine. But
We've
they're
just been
nice people.
We've just been trying to get by, basically.
Jordan told me on the way here of a man who would cleave me in two if I didn't worship the same spirits as him.
I'm not sure what's going on over there, but I'll check that out as soon as I finish with this line.
No.
Astrid,
Probably best to.
why don't you go and have something to eat and something to drink? Perhaps it'll be good on your throat. We'll
Thank
chat.
you.
We'll
Some
chat.
honey tea, maybe.
Okay.
No?
And Ragnar,
He's
I won't keep you long. You should go and keep the lovely Astrid company.
And this
Mara.
is
but I
Mara.
cannot
I'm
thank
really
you enough
sorry, my manners.
for all your help today
Good to meet you.
and the help of your men.
I live
Sure.
in West Haven.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's
Truly.
Staying at the inn right
It
now.
was an honor
But
Oh,
you
the
to
new one or the old one?
have been given the task
The
to
new one.
prepare the
Yes.
funeral,
Nice. It's
and
a
I'm
little,
thankful
it's
that
a little
you
sparse right now.
have included us in the ceremony.
That's alright.
I don't know that I would have
What's
known
your
what to
trade,
do without your
Um,
help.
Farmer.
Our rites
Oh, hey, listen.
are very different from
I can help
the
you out
Viking
with some
rituals,
land.
and
I actually have
they're
a place
beautiful
I'm
for
trying
us,
to get
but
a farmer to
I
settle.
I wanted to be able to give
Very
Canute
close to where you're staying.
that which he most deserved.
I don't know.
Thank you
West
for
Haven's
sharing
a
with
bit
me.
much.
Yeah, that's
Gladly.
fair. You're
I
looking
will
for
see you at the
something a little
table then.
quieter.
I still have many
Right
people to
now, I'm
greet
just
and
looking to make
say
sense
hello.
of everything. This
It's
place
impolite
is
to let a
strange.
single guest
Well,
go
people
without
are
a
strangers.
direct word from the
Oh, I
host.
get it.
That is true.
If you want to hang around with me after this
Sure.
is over, I'll walk you through
Thank
some,
you. You came by
Yeah,
and you did.
no worries.
You went
We are
above
here
and beyond for us.
for Ironwood as
Thank you.
usual.
It's hard to come across
And
here,
we
but
want
there
to
are places.
stay like that.
I should go see what Saga is doing. We were trying to figure that
So
out earlier.
That's
anytime.
And we will.
Find you after.
No worries.
Yeah.
I hope. Sorry. I hope that Homeguard never suffers such a loss as we have had today, yesterday. But know that your kindness
Well, that is friendship.
will be remembered and will be repaid.
Aye.
Truly, the friendship of our
How
towns
should one
overwhelms and overjoys me.
bear with this realm without any friends?
It amazes me some that a few intend to do it. A few try,
Indeed.
but no one can truly thrive without allies, without dear, dear friends.
No. And that is what
There
Knut
is no
was.
such thing as a self-made man, is there?
A man who finds friends. Indeed.
Well, friends, let us sit.
And let's remember him as
Everywhere
such.
he went.
You do that.
Always. I'm afraid I have to go and greet a few more people. Would you mind joining everybody else at the
Yeah.
pavilion? I'd like to enlist you to encourage everyone to have a decent time.
What I want you to do is take my skull,
Thank you.
put it in the bar, and pay for everybody's drinks all night. That's what I want.
I see.
Say
Should
yes.
it come that day, you will honor
I
that
seem to
request.
want to grab sausages.
Yeah, just barely.
Do you think you can
Oh, hey,
later sing
Steiner, I didn't
us
see you there.
Yeah,
a
let
small
me
tune?
grab some proper
I tend to
food.
blend in a lot,
Yeah,
don't I?
probably. If
You
I
know
have
it's
some
your
tea.
hair. Maybe you should change it.
Meat.
Yes, perhaps.
Not turnips.
I'm thinking maybe I'm due for a trim myself.
Hello, Linnea has some good blends.
I plan to grow out my hair. Should be quite a look.
You should not ferment your hair that much with meat then.
Thank you, Vasily.
There we go. Is there happen to be a skald amongst us aside from Jarl Linnea?
I gotta say,
Well, I
I
have
don't
sung
have
a
much of a
song.
singing voice.
I was about to say, it sounds like you've been hit in the throat by a hammer at some point in your life.
Hey, that's just a condition some of us have. You gotta leave us alone.
I got this skull
Yes,
in
and
my
not
throat.
an insult. If you survive a hammer to the throat, you're a damn strong man.
The thing is, one of the Frostbeards knocked me over the head during the fight, and all of a sudden, my voice was beautiful again. I don't know what happened.
Let me just wet my throat a little bit more, and then I may
Steiner,
sing a
you
bit
just
again.
stole my meat, you son of a gun.
You gotta be quick, you know that. Can't have you drinking me under the table, can I?
Don't worry,
Better
I'll
get
do
it
it.
out,
It'll be
Nam,
all
you
above
got
board.
it.
Oh, she's fine. She was just working on the end.
Alright, here, another round. Raise your tankards, lads.
Bjorn, you're alright.
To all of those who fell on that mountain,
Yes.
may they all rest in Valhalla's halls.
Aye.
Aye.
Skull!
Aye!
Skull.
Skull.
And to those who went to fight, who managed to escape that fell hell, and that fell. Sorry, the me's already working on my tongue. That fell hell.
Skull.
Oh, I got another one. Here's to all
I
those
can't
who
drink more
did.
at the moment, so that means a bit.
And here's one more. To Knut.
Yeah, oh yeah.
One of the
You're
bravest
gonna have
I've
to
ever
give
known.
me about a minute and a half.
You gotta learn how to drink, Bjorn.
To pace yourself. Yeah.
No, the problem is I keep drinking the health ones, and those don't like to go down more than one at a time.
You gotta. Here, you wanna? I got a buteberry. You wanna try it?
I'd rather not. I just ate all this good food.
It'll really mess you up, you know, if you take a couple.
Hey, Bjorn.
Shot. You can always eat.
There we go. All right, now I drink some of the good meat.
Nice.
Hey, Bjorn.
Finally, there's my skull.
You wanted to hear a song, eh?
Aye, sing for our skull.
Then I shall.
Perhaps not in the fire.
We're in for a fiery performance.
He decided to put on a show for us in more ways than one.
I just got my meat.
Don't do that. I'm pretty sure that's considered a crime.
Don't drop the meat,
It was
lads,
a sacrifice
unless
for
it is in your
Knut.
mouth and down your throat. Kom sidige krang og bli med fortevill. Heppinger som hendte i foresagertid. Fräckdammen från Island och Gareg samla var. Nidaros var staden och Eirik han var jarl. Också ifrån Kjalland och gick från Orkenøy. Till stämme var de bedne, både mann och møy. I kappleiken på vallen de den under øyne vill. Och etterpå fyll jarlen halve fest och spill. Fräckdammen från Island och Narek samla var. Nidaros var staden och Eirik han var jarl. Den fuse lei på vollen, bågaskottet blei, og mange spente langbågen da det på dagen lei. Men ingen råka spjåtet som stilfer opp på fjell, utan innafra lade de kalla tømberskjelv. Fräckdammen från Island och Narek samla var. Nidaros var staden och Eirik han var jarl. Den andre eide roter den Nidafjorden vill. Och Ariden knakad och gömde Toki. Han tog av fra Orknøy fann gods som kunne ro. Och Njal och Gran från Island de kom som nummer 2. Fräckdammen från Island och Narek samla var. Nidaros var staden och Eirik han var jarl.
Yeah, he was a degenerate bastard.
Good singing.
I loved him.
You have an
And now
amazing
he's
voice.
dead.
How'd he die?
Oh, you.
Glorious battle.
Yeah.
I thank you for the compliment, but you have not heard our dear Astrid yet. She
Oh, yeah.
sings as sweet as a valkyrie.
You don't want to.
Go.
Yes, I've heard you sing, Astrid. You definitely want to hear you sing.
I suppose this is a
My
challenge
voice
for
is
you
all
now.
raspy.
What's your name?
So many
This
voices.
is Mara.
I will not push the matter, but I would very
My
much
name's
like to hear the
Itzy.
singing.
Itsy.
Italy?
Are
That's
you?
an old name.
What song should I
Did you
sing?
wash up here together?
We did.
We could
Yeah, you have
try
practice
to
for
sing
it.
them Herolov
No.
in our fashion.
Ah, yes, yes.
We are from two completely different places.
Oh, I see.
Good idea.
You just happen to meet on the shore.
So we shall do it in the old tongue then,
You're lucky.
Yes.
Most
and
people,
we each take the role of the
they
mermaid
end
and
up
the
here
knight.
very much alone and very naked.
Yes, then I shall sing as Herolov.
Yeah, I have a couple of strong meats for you two. Be careful though.
I'm really sorry for your loss. He was a good man.
Yeah, try this one, Mara.
Then, whenever you feel ready with the two first stanzas,
It's very
let's do
kind.
it.
Let
Okay.
me win
What? Give you the rubble.
the duel.
Let me know when everyone's ready.
This one right here.
I'm waiting.
The minor meat.
Oh, that's strong. That's
Ragnar,
Oh,
you want to
God.
stand here?
like. Italy, is everything for you?
Yo.
Perhaps it's easier.
This stuff tastes strange.
I'm gonna sit down.
Humber, sit. They're going to
called
sing.
mead.
Oh, I see. Sorry, it's quite a headache I was having.
Would you like to try one of the strong ones?
Taste some meat. It will help with the headache.
No, I don't think
If
so.
the headache was caused by the meat, I'm not sure if the meat will
But this
help.
is a celebration of a good man's
That
life.
is a fair point.
You should drink in his honor, friend.
Alright, I will begin. Herr Olof han sadlar sin gångare grå, han rider den till havsfruns gård. Herr Olof han är red och guldsadeln flöt, han sjunker i havsfruns sköt. Välkommen, välkommen herr Olof till mig, i 15 år har jag väntat på dig. Var är du född och var är du buren? Var har du dina hårklädeskuren?
På konungens gård der fekter fyren, der har jeg måna i hovkländeskuren. Der har jeg fader och där har jag mor, där har jag syster och bror.
Men var har du åker och var har du äng? Och var står du bäddad din brudas säng? Var har du din fästemö? Med henne vill leva och dö.
Där har jag åker och där har jag häng, och där står djupt där din brud är säng. Där har jag min fästemö, men henne vill leva och dö.
Men kom riddar Olof och följ med mig in och drick ur min kanna det klaraste vin. Var är du född och var är du buren? Var har du dina hårklädeskuren?
Här är jag född och här är jag buren, här var jag mina hovkländeskuren. Här är jag fader och här är jag mor, och här är jag syster och bror.
Men var har du åker och var har du äng? Och var står du bäddad din brudas säng? Var har du din fästemö? Med henne vill leva och dö.
Ja, här har jag mockar och här har jag min äng, och här står en jord att min brud är säng. Här har jag ge mig en fästemö, med dig vill jag leva, med dig vill jag dö.
Very good.
Beautiful.
Spectacular. That deserves a drink.
To home guard. Every time I see you, it's the best day of my life since the last time I saw you.
Thank you.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to it again.
Skål.
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 Skål. Cheers.
So much happening.
Yes.
Listen, I'll explain it all to you when we take our long walk back.
Alright.
And
I'll
it's
appreciate the explanation, but
it's a little. Don't worry, I'll cover all the bases. Just remind me where I was.
alright, I'll remind you if it's needed.
I appreciate it. I'm happy to see two 2 new souls wash up here. I'm always happy to make new friends.
Everyone here, if I'm gonna be
You
perfectly
both
honest,
complement each
looks
other
like they're
quite
half
well, I
dead,
have
but
to say.
friends are friends, right?
Be worried about keeping your head on.
Why are you
One
all so
drink
pale?
won't hurt you, friend.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Hello.
Why are we so pale? Oh,
Yeah.
Sean,
I
good to see
see
you.
ya. Well,
Hello.
where are you from?
Texcoco.
Oh, yeah, most of these people are a lot
Vasily.
further
Hello,
north
Vasily.
and a lot further east. And our skin is just doesn't look the same. There are others like you though. I've seen them.
Are you enjoying yourself, Mara? And,
It's
what did you say your name? Italy?
Italy.
Italy. Mara and Italy. Are you enjoying yourselves here?
I would think so. I haven't died yet, so.
Take a bit of time.
I have my skin, and I still have my hands, so I'm good.
Hey, that's important. You need
Now we
those.
just need to get you an axe or a sword.
Oh,
I made a dagger earlier, but it hasn't been that useful.
I can help you with that when we get over to West Haven.
You need something like this.
Excuse me,
That
Rune.
seems a
I need
bit
to take my
too
leave,
big
but
for
I
me.
wanted
Something like
to
this.
issue my
Nah, need to take
condolences
some bit
one
of
last
practice.
time.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. You need it for these demons that run around here.
Do you know how to
If you
use a
need a
bow?
seed from the forest to help you,
I have one,
just
but
let me
I'm
know.
not very good
I'll
with
be
it yet.
happy to get you one.
You'll
Hey,
get
neither
there.
am I.
You're not
You know
using
a couple
Linnea?
of people who can teach you well. Lady Singar and
the one you gave.
my friend and partner in building a fortress, Steiner.
Easy and Mara,
It
this
will
here,
help.
this is Vasily. He's the best bartender as far as I'm concerned in the entire world.
Excuse me for a moment.
You say the same about Arvid and Ingrid.
I love all my bartenders very much. The meat hall manager,
I see you, Riz.
the revelry,
Yeah,
our
You okay there,
birds.
Burr?
Alright.
To those who make the
Friends
mead
from
flow.
Ironwood, I must take my
Yes,
leave,
no.
but I will see you again soon.
Speaking of which, are we out of
To
meat
the
again?
meat and those who make
Oh no, there's still some more meat.
She
Steiner, I'm glad
went
you
friends.
Yeah. How's that?
But we are from Holmgard.
Because you're alright, you're good people, I think.
Hey, we still need a rematch.
She's
you know
an
that,
Ir-
right?
Oh, 100%, you know, yes, just last night,
Huh.
I got 2 more of them.
You did, yeah.
I can sing another song. It would be.
fair
It's actually the same tale. This tale of Sigurd.
Well, it's good that he beat you, the all-time champion. That will make him the
And I
champion.
can neither sing it in a calm Germanic tune or in a cheerful, warrior-like Norse tune.
Did he take that chunk with him when he
Never
ventured
heard
to Frey?
of any Germanic tune being calm.
around his stupid neck where he fucking died like
Well,
an
Sounds like an
Well,
experience.
we take a piece out of the wood.
Oh no, he took a piece
Would you
of
like
Burr's,
to hear the
hand.
Germanic tune then?
piece of my ass with me to Valhalla. is what he did.
Well, for sure. I mean,
I hate him.
Why
Sorry,
not?
Bobby, you have a very weird air around you. Are you one of those children of God people?
Hang on.
Hey, you remember when I was
Hey,
telling you
Bert.
to shut the fuck up? Come here a second.
What? Okay, I'm confused. What did I do?
Bert.
Something wrong?
Hey, come here.
Okay.
Mara, I most an older man who I said
And there they
never
go.
mentioned
Guess I'll sing to you in that tune.
fair enough.
All I'm saying, you wanna sit down and listen?
Thank you. Is
Sing
it
it.
Is there another singing?
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Then let me sing you the tale of Sigurd Fafnisbane in Germanic.
Sounds interesting.
Let me just drink something from the meat.
Hey, Street. I used to have a truffle table earlier today.
Oh, you had the Nefertafel?
Yes, yes. I beat it. Oh, no, I didn't cheat. It was all of us first time, so...
Ah,
Played
I
against Linnea as
am
well,
not
but we had to cut it
surprised.
short.
He even won against me once.
May I?
I think I'm getting better actually. It's quite fun. Still need to do the finishes someday.
Ornstern is annoyingly intelligent.
Well then.
Yes, Ragnar, please. That's all.
Wollt ihr hören nun mein Lied? Viel kann ich euch sagen von der großen güldenen Zeit, von Altvätertagen. Brünnhild sitzt im hohen Saal, strahlend dort vor allen. Keiner kann der stolzen Frau als Freier wohlgefallen. Hör das Brünnhild, Tochter mein, bringst du mich in Schande? Keinen Freier wählst du dir, der Herren aller Lande. Sigurd traf den Drachen gut, Granit trug Gold von der Heide. Schweiget, schweiget, Vater mein, Wahrheit hier zu hören. Einen Helden fern im Ost hab ich mir erkoren. Keiner mehr an Gold gewann, keiner mehr an Ehren. Sigurd, der den Drachen schlug, nur ihm will ich gehören. Sigurd traf den Drachen gut, Granit trug Gold von der Heide. Das hat mir die Norn verschafft, in mein Herz gelegen, dass 9 Winter ich erwart, den ich noch nie gesehet. Setzt mir einen hohen Stuhl hoch auf öden Berge, lasst mit Runen ihn beschlagen durch zauberkundge Zwerge. Sigurd traf den Drachen gut, Tranit trug Gold von der Heide. Keiner ritt auf Brünnhildsberg, Sigurd nur der Frohe, sprengt auf Grani seinem Ross durch Rauch und Waberlohe. Brünnhild sitzt auf goldenem Stuhl, eisenschwer am Leibe. Sigurd schwingt das scharfe Schwert, die Ketten er zerschneidet. Sigurd traf den Drachen gut, Granit trug Gold von der Heide.
Very good. Awesome.
Very good.
That's
Thank you.
Is it a skill that is natural to you, or is it something that you have practiced for many years?
It is in my native tongue.
I see. Well, it is a very beautiful and rather intrinsic language, I must say.
It's Germanic, spoken in the lands of the Franks and Saxons, south of Denmark.
I come from that region, but I do not speak the language.
I see.
May have any offshoots. I think I would
Seems to know that the rest has left to that place over there.
Just was able to bring back into memory, actually. A very old
Huh?
one. My mom used to sing to me when I was little. It's about a wolf,
Is it the one I think it is?
if you're interested in hearing it.
Would you like to sing it?
Definitely.
It's definitely the one you think it is.
Ah, Vargsang.
Yes.
It is.
Rune, right?
Well, please, sing for us.
Sure.
I just wanted to apologize for calling you
Excuse me?
Christian.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it earlier?
Oh,
that was a mistake.
Yes?
I was meaning to see if I need to know when a good time for you is to come for the tournament.
Yeah, they kind of cut off the hands of children. It varies a lot.
Usually at the end of the week, evening time for me.
I see.
Where are you from?
I'll make sure that when I actually get to schedule a thing, that's when it
I
is.
don't recall the island I was born on,
But I was gonna sing a little bit right now, actually.
Oh,
You
good.
know, there's
I'd love to hear it again.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to pay for it this time.
Sit down, sit down.
You don't look like someone from Iceland. Fair
What's
enough.
I nattens skog. Han vill men kan inte sova. Hungern river hans varga buk och det är kallt i hans stova. Du varg, kom inte hit. Ungen min får du aldrig.
You describe people as similar skin to hers. Those who live in heavy sun tend to be darker.
Vargen vilar i nattens skog. Vilar av hunger och klagar. Men jag ska ge en grisasvans. Sånt passar i varga magar. Du varg, kom inte hit. Ungen får du aldrig.
I have heard that you, Yarl, do like to flirt.
I would never flirt. Then I do myself fear.
Thank you, Astrid.
Beautiful as
Thank you.
always.
What is your...
Cheers to the Valkyrie's voice.
The Valkyrie's voice.
Mara?
Skull!
Skull.
Yeah, Mara.
Tell me, Mara. Are you a follower of Odin?
What is going on over there?
I'm not sure.
I was starting to explain our gods to you. He is the All-Father, the All-Seer, the chief of our gods.
All-Father. Okay, All-Father.
She does not know of our religion yet. I was trying to teach her, but we arrived at the funeral before I could finish. The way she explained, they don't have gods, but they do have spirits. Where she is from.
You don't have gods. How can you not have gods? There's still time to learn the truth.
Hey.
It's funny, I'm loaded up on liquor and I still smell it drunk.
Are you sure you're not smelling me?
No, I don't think it's you.
I drank half the mead that was on the tables.
I don't know if it's you. I think it's someone else.
Beats me.
Oh, I still have
What is
some mead.
going on there?
Are you sure
I
it's not
guess it
yourself,
could
Bert?
be.
Our gods are more reasonable. They act similar to us at times.
A funeral for a man and have nothing better than disputing the gods.
That is a fair order.
I can't be here much longer or I'm gonna do something very stupid. I might have to go.
Sounds
I
stupid.
will see you back at her, Stephen, then.
We go after him? Is it truly stupid?
Listen, do you two still want to come back? Or no? Alright.
I think I'm gonna journey with you, Bert. I think it's about time to call it a night.
Yeah,
But,
it's
Yarl
getting
Rune, I will make sure to tell
Well,
my
Astrid is not wrong. Odin has brought literally the meat of the skulls to
I need to find
Asgard. And when he's done so, a drip of that meat has fallen down to Midgard, and such has the skaldic meat been brought to the humans.
Rune or whatever her name is.
Of such the skaldic poetry.
I remember hearing that.
I heard a different version, but it's about the same.
You mean when Odin was sick, that he shit the meat out and put all the bad skulls?
Ah, yeah.
Oh yes, that was it. I believe it was a birth for the good ones and a pardon for the bad ones, or something like that.
Because I don't know if I could have him spit or puke in my mouth, but well.
It depends on the skald what version is being told.
She's got a little strip. It's a teenage thing.
I would recommend...
Orvar, there are many tales of the gods that I can tell you if you wish.
Would either of you happen to be skilled with your hands?
Go ahead.
I'd happily click your ass, or at least try to. I'm not sure I'd be able to.
Easily, we're leaving. Come on, let's go.
Oh, is this
You
the
have
game
kicked
you
mine in
mentioned?
Effort, or this one should be easy then.
Okay.
Is this that King's game that you mentioned?
Yes.
It sounds interesting. How does it work?
We can go there and explain.
Pay us a visit and we can show you how the game works.
Well, you can show me the location of it, and I'll come and visit and see if then I can be able to play it. And figure it out.
Yes.
Let me mark
it's on
it
the
to you on the
island,
map.
right over there.
Right there, east of Ironwood, on an island.
Neither am I.
So you will need to sail with a ship.
Sean, it's nice
Oh,
to see
so
you.
it's on.
Thank you
Oh,
very
okay,
much
it's
for
there.
coming.
Interesting.
That is where Holmgard is, our town.
Ah, yes, okay. Yeah, I've never been to Holmgard, so it's new to me.
Yeah. Only very few people of Westhaven have ever been there.
Well,
Which I understand it is a distance there.
it's not so much the distance, it's more that I have only recently joined this land. I think
I
about
see.
4 or 5 weeks ago I arrived here.
But let us sit with the host, shall we?
Of course.
Honey, that is indeed the best meal for this occasion.
I assume it is made by the man himself.
He was a notorious beekeeper. I think no one else in the realm had so many bees than him.
Well, I'm glad it is seen that it is put to good use. Look at all this fantastic meat.
Astrid, I believe you've promised Linnea another song?
Another song?
Well, if your voice is feeling up to it, though. Otherwise, it can wait for another day.
It should be alright. Which song would you like?
What are my choices?
Do you remember anything I've sang before that you want to hear again? Or
Yeah.
do you want to hit the...
I always love the one about Yggdrasil.
Do you want to randomize? Yggdrasil. Yes.
Askvejdig standard till
Yes.
Yggdrasil.
Exactly. I think I just choked on some mead, but we'll see how it goes. Let me just recall the words. Askveitekstanna heitir Yggdrasil Hárbáðrum ásinn Vittaurei Fragan kommaðu Hvar fer síðalar falla Stendrei fyrgrunn Urðarbrunni. Short and nice.
Askveitekstanda heitir Yggdrasil Hárbáðrum ásinn Vittaurei Þaðan kommaðu hvar fer síðalar falla Stendrei fyrgrunn Urðarbrunni.
It's a nice variation.
We like to take turns in songs when we both know them.
Aye.
Well, everyone is being so quiet.
More mead!
Aye.
Skål!
Maybe one of you would like to tell us from the time they've been with Knut.
Knut. He gave me my first onion.
He's a very generous man.
And he
My
loved
first
your
intestines
sausages.
too.
I remember that when we traded with him, he wanted no coin, no silver, only Astrid sausages.
They are very good.
He was such a humble man and a good
He was.
fellow.
He introduced me to the game of death rolling. Must say, I never lost money that quickly.
Ah, the good times.
Have you seen Knut's fight with Senga?
His fight with Senga?
He
Yes.
told me all about it.
I've not known that they have fought. Tell me about it.
Oh, well, it was not in as foe or with anger. It was a friendly brawl constituted by Burf in the arena he constructed in West Haven. It took some coercion to make Senga courageously step up into the arena, but it was quite a surprise when she hacked and flailed around, and I think it surprised Knut as well, because he went down quicker than a bee.
I see. Well, he was a good fighter. And he died a warrior's death. The beast upon these mountains that we have fought. You should have been there. We have sailed such a long distance from our islands and towns to that distant, huge, forested island in the south. The last time I've seen so many longboats was when we have gathered to fight the Lord of the Swamps. The parties came with the best armor and weapons that they had, and we followed a trail of fallen trees in the forest up to the heights of this treacherous mountain. The cold, freezing, making the blood in our veins hard. But we tried to hide the cold and the gloomy thoughts that we had about what was to come. We stood there in front of this old forgotten town that has once been thriving before the curse of Kalder Anlaut. There was a huge hall, so big as the trees in the Black Forest, with a proud roof that once was not light in ruins, where the echoes of feasts have been lasting for days, I'm sure of it. But when we stood there, there was only the howling wind going through the broken windows and the walls, and the howling of wolves, huge beasts, tall as the houses that we have here around us. We have fought them with bravery and shield walls, and with fierce arrows that would pierce the skin. The wolves came first, and then the pack of Kalder Anlaut, a bunch of Fenrir-like creatures, with fangs, fast as longships in the storm, and teeth, sharp and long as spears. And quite a few times we had to rest, some of us had to be tamed to their wounds that have been caused in battle by these beasts. After a long struggling fight, we have also defeated them. And then, with a howling as thunder, as Thor has strike his hammer unto the giants themselves, there he was, Kalder Anlaut, a beast taller than any creature that you have seen. As if you had two trolls over another. It was so huge that its head would smash against the ceiling of that huge hall that it was trapped in before it broke free and it was upon us. I do not know how many arrows it has taken. I do not know how many swings the warriors had to take until they grew tired and their muscles were burning like fire. When that beast has jumped, it was as if it has vanished. He could jump easily from here to the distance of the harbor where the ships are. It was a furious fight. A few times he retreated to recuperate, until it was surrounded by our warriors. When we have finally slayed that beast, the howling ended, the wind calmed, and these snowy mountain peaks seemed so peaceful. But it was then, when we have found Knut Fairhair lying dead, slain in battle, a warrior's death. And we shall remember him as the good friend that has fought with us to battle, sailed with us on the longships.
A drink to Knut.
Skull to Knut.
Skull.
May he rest in peace, along with his goddess.
Skull.
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 think the silence speaks for itself. Everyone will miss him.
There comes the time for songs and celebration to honor his memory, and then there comes a time for weeping when we can no longer hold the sadness over the loss. One shall not be ashamed. It is only a part of us.
Aye.
No sweeter honey has there ever been tasted in this realm.
Well, behind that corner.
Someone's here.
So many wolves here, or did you send some over here?
No, those are their own wolves.
He's nervous.
Better put on a cloak. I will be right back.
Thank you for seeing that short. I was dozing off. Did take me over. It's fine. Of course. If I saw it myself, I'd run over there with my sword drawn.
Perhaps,
Wonder,
but
your ears.
my voice
But
is
do you know any
not
songs?
suited for songs. I got a bad horse song. Voice.
Oh.
If I could, I would.
Understandable. Anyone else know a song?
I'm afraid I'm no singer. I think to sing,
the
one
voice.
must have quite the amount of courage to do so. Or perhaps it is just something that comes from the heart.
I would sing if I could remember lyrics. That is my only issue.
I think the bravery, it comes with practice, because I do not have any bravery naturally for other things than shield maidenry.
Perhaps it comes with the meat.
Or the mead, yes.
Perhaps, but too much mead, and you won't hear what's being said anymore.
True, but then you won't care anymore.
That is fair.
There will be no fear. lord. One moment.
Are you all still sitting in silence?
Pretty much.
Thinking about singing.
We were talking about the courage of singing.
The courage?
Indeed.
Yes, that it requires.
It is true, it does require a bit of courage. I always, in my mind, I always have a thought, the question if the people like the song that I've sang to them.
Believe me, even though I couldn't speak when I was sitting around the campfire with you earlier, I was losing it. Because it was so amazing. Like, I got goosebumps.
Yes, and then when the two of you sang together, it really
I
elevated
just
the
wish I had the
atmosphere in the
voice
area.
for it. For singing.
That makes me glad.
Indeed.
Each man and woman has its talents.
I think Ragnar, though, his voice is something special. He seems to have a way of making things happen, unnatural things.
You speak when I have summoned the
You must have taken the
thunder.
puke then.
Yes, yes, and also maybe
Wolf.
I was told that you were able to induce labor in a boar.
Interesting.
Wolf, yes.
Reminds me of the time I was in the home guard. I believe everyone was either away or sleeping. I was waiting for a storm to pass so I could return home. I stepped outside of the hall and shouted "fuck off" to the sky and the storm passed.
Yes, that happened with Roland as
I
well.
was ashamed nobody was there to witness it. It was beautiful.
When we were sailing back from the Battle of the Creature, we were kind of drifting with two ships, slow and close to each other, and it was storming rather badly. And Roland said, "Thor, will you goddamn stop it with the
I
rain?"
remember hearing that.
And then the storm abated. It was the most spectacular thing I had ever witnessed.
Acts of lessons.
Well, what once happened here in a tavern. You see, in Holmgard we have a thing for tents.
Oh my goodness.
Each time when we set sails with our longship, that goes by the name Baldur's Balle, we always like to joke with gestures, and therefore we always tend to say, it is the ship filled with tents. And once we have spoken in such a way in a tavern, and we have spoken in this tune, the roaring thunder was to be heard, and lightning was to be seen over the roof's top. It was very impressive.
It's frightening, really.
Astrid, I do not want that my voice can frighten you.
In a good way, don't worry.
Right.
That's very strange, though. I didn't know anything other than Thor's hammer could cause lightning.
Maybe I have Thor's blessings. Who knows? Or maybe he's sometimes holding his hand over me.
It's a little unnerving. Let's hope he doesn't bring you to the realm of the gods too soon.
I do not wish for that. enjoy the company of my kinsmen and friends quite well. I enjoy sitting in my hall, celebrating. I enjoy sailing with my kinsmen to voyages, and I enjoy being in Ironwood, sitting in the tavern with the dear friends that we have here.
I don't know about you, but I don't feel the same way. If these people put one
I guess
more
that's a
animal
fair
near
point.
my house, I'm leaving. I'm going to the realm of the gods sooner than I expect. I live between the boar and the wolves. I do not.
Have you tried moving to a different part of Ironwood?
I'm planning on evicting Remy from the big house. Don't use it.
Well, I'm not allowed to invite you to Holmgard because otherwise I get scolded again for poaching your members.
There was a time when I almost moved in. Trust me.
Oh yeah, I remember when you often laid in my hall to rest.
I was mostly shining over there on the trolls.
Still plenty of them for you to slay if you like.
That's true. I am much stronger now as well. Much more equipped.
Well, next time we can sharpen your mind with some games of Nefertafel.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Are you saying your mind is sharp enough?
No, I'm saying it's dulled to the point it can't be sharpened. Too much mead. Too much mead and too many blows to the head.
What is Holmgard like? I've now seen Ironwood. Its style of buildings is largely different from Westhaven. How is it in Holmgard?
Old?
Traditional.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good word for it.
Suppose we are
Boy.
very traditional people.
I mean, you do not need to make anything extravagant in order to enjoy it to its fullest, right?
No. I think the only extravagant thing that we have is the feast hall that Yor has built and that we still have to use for some sort of celebration.
Break
Though
it in, so to speak.
Yeah, though I suppose we can't talk Linnea into celebrate her wedding there. But maybe when there's a battle again against one of the larger creatures, I can call for the realm again, hold a bloat, and that time we will have a much larger hall for a celebration.
Aye.
Well,
That would be
if I ever
grand.
get a wife, I'll be sure to have my marriage over in Holmgard.
Right, let's figure out who would fit to Herc.
Well, first of all, get someone that isn't in their 20s. Seems everyone is.
How old is Senga?
I don't think
Isn't
anyone
Senga-
bothered to ask.
Isn't Senga spoken for?
I don't know where she went.
She had to leave earlier. She had some things to attend to.
But I thought she had somebody already.
Does she?
I had heard about that from Björn, that apparently
Forced.
when they discussed it, it was mentioned briefly that she did have someone, yes.
Is it someone of the name Guntvahage, I believe? I know it's not me.
Who else? I have to admit that I do not know many women folk.
Neither do I.
And what am I, heir?
Ah, understand. What's that?
What do you mean, Astrid?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you lie
Alright then.
messing around.
I'm starting to feel less and less like a woman the more time I spend with all of y'all. Over in Home Guard.
Should we start acting more like women then to make you feel better?
Start putting daisies in your hair.
That does sound.
Start wetting our laps with blood.
What?
There's nothing.
Oh,
I mean, if that's the part you want
Next
to go
event
for,
we're gonna
that's
hold is gonna be a
what seems
fashion
fun
show,
to you about being a woman,
and
then sure,
Elle
go
gonna
ahead.
be one of the catwalkers.
Oh yes!
I already have my dress.
Oh no.
Because we have a catwalk.
You do?
What is a cat? Do you want to
You
know
know,
what that
the
is?
little animal walking.
It's a thing cat walks on. Cats.
Oh no!
Do we have to walk on all of our fours?
Are there even any cats here?
If you want me to.
Well, not in
See,
front
this
of
is
the.
what
Well,
I'm
you
talking
started it.
Not in front of the others, but.
Okay, let's return to normal conversation here.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Don't give up now. I expect that this catwalk you speak of, from what I know about cats...
There it is, friends. Holmgard's tent.
Just put items around the edges of the catwalk that will be knocked off as the people walk over. And of course you have to do it on all fours. That makes sense.
Good one, good one.
Well, we could celebrate Yule there.
I'm doing
Yes, that we should.
doing midwinterblot.
That might be good. I wonder if there will be decorations for it.
We'll work something out. If we'll
Yeah,
also have to
midwinter
decorate
blue.
with
That's a
tomatoes,
good idea,
we'll do it.
actually.
Yeah.
Like,
Tomatoes and all
well,
of the trees.
maybe soon we will to get to slay the Lord of the Mountains. And then we can invite everyone again.
who's the
Whichever
Lord
comes
of the
first.
Mountains?
I'm not quite sure, though. Well, yesterday on the battlefield, when we were on that mountain, I have found a Rune Stone that had a location for one, but that is far south. I have been told of one that is in the north.
Why don't we hunt it
I
then?
figured we were being watched by it.
But that's
I
what.
knew one person.
We first, Valgard, we first need we first need the gods to tell us. We need to await a sign of the gods to go battling these beasts.
Are the northern seas not fraught with danger? I've heard rumors about it.
Can't be worse than the seas around here.
There's danger in all corners of these realms. To be fair.
Eventually, I was hoping to tackle that golem at the new portal.
Tackle a golem.
We've all drowned already. What else do you think could happen?
You know the one at the newest portal with the iceberg?
No.
Ah, it is a golem there, a free, a big bastard.
Hmm.
It's very big. But there's a hefty supply of silver beneath him that he's guarding.
I see.
However,
Yes, I've heard talks of it in West Haven. Apparently, the creature is so strong it can just smash straight through rocks.
Aye. It's in the deep east. What I need is a boat.
Well, then I suppose
People willing to
next huge battle against the Mountain Lord will be the occasion in which we can do the first celebration in Holmgard's feast hall.
Aye, that sounds like a grand plan.
Maybe this time some people from Westhaven can join as well.
Oh yeah. I would like to try to be there. It will depend on the time, of course.
Yeah. But well, friends, the hour for me grows of late. I shall go to rest.
Yes, I think most of us have had our chance to say something about Newt and share in the revelry that everyone here has displayed. It is the best and most respectful thing that we have done today.
Yeah,
I reckon we're going to sail back to Holmgard at 10 AM today,
sleep
right?
at the inn.
We'll sail tomorrow. If that is right with Linnea, that we...
Please, be my guest. Literally.
Thank you. A last toast that I shall give to Ironwood's hospitality that they always deliver to us.
Skål.
To your hospitality and our friendship. Skål.
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 Skål. That was a waste.
Well then, good night, my friends.
Good night.
Good night.
See you later, Astrid.
Good night.
Thank you for the hospitality. We'll be making my way home as well.
Good night.
Good night.
What the fuck was that, Astrid?
Yes, what was that?
Which of it?
You know which of it. Astrid, actually... Astrid, you and I have to go and talk about actually something surprisingly different.
Yeah, the hour is late.
You go to sleep as well, eh?
Aye.